Hey sunshines, hello everybody. This is my favorite little dog, my only dog, Tali. She's a mini American Eskimo. We fed her this morning, we walked, and we're off to make some tea. So let's get that going. All right, babe. Okay, so I've prepared all of this tea, and it's funny because I'm not a coffee drinker, mostly because I'm not old enough to drink coffee. Actually, I'm 150 years old. I just look like I'm a little bit younger, but I really never acquired the taste for coffee, and I know that there are some health benefits to coffee, so if you like coffee, go for it. I'm a tea drinker. I don't like it either. I was actually quoted in the Washington Post a number of years ago, and they asked me about the health benefits of tea in my lab, and I was funded from the National Institutes of Health. We had a grant studying extracts of green tea and different types of tea and their health benefits. So we were considered experts on the potential benefits of tea. And I've already got this all set up, and what I have here now, I'm going to steep this. It's been steeping for actually about 45 minutes. And because I used to only drink 1 cup a day, I would get the water out of all of this. It's gonna make a little bit of a mess, but I wanna get all of the goodies out of this tea. I used to actually eat this stuff. Yes, it's gross. And the reason I did that is because I only drank like 1 cup of tea. Now I drink this massive cup of tea throughout the day, and then I refill it later in the day. And it's funny because this can stain your teeth, so you gotta brush your teeth afterwards. Some people say take a little bit of milk and that helps. I don't do that. There's some suggestion that it actually reduces the cardiovascular benefits by having the milk in there, and you don't absorb the polyphenols as well. But I want to show you my tea routine. So just so you know, I'm not sponsored by any of these tea companies. I just happen to love them. I start out with, in the morning, organic Mountain High chai tea. So that's the base that's inside here. I then add moringa powder. I then add organic matcha powder, which is a green tea, and I add curcumin, turmeric. What people don't know about it is it's really, people think that it's really good for you, and it is, but you don't absorb it well. So you need what's called bioterin or biopterin from black pepper, so I add black pepper to my tea. And then I have individual teas that are in this strainer over here, and I start with the organic Japanese Kuraka white sencha tea, and I have the organic black tea balls as well. I have ginger, freeze-dried ginger. I have gunpowder Temple of Heaven green tea. Yeah, it takes me about 5 minutes to make this tea in the morning. It's not for the faint of heart. And then I have an organic fat burner tea, which has got oolong, pura, it's got green tea, and then I have the organic Gyorko Premier Tea, and finally, organic Doki White Silver Needle. And I put this all in there, and you can see it floating around in here. I don't know if you can see that at all, maybe you can. My wife makes fun of me because she knows that I don't love the taste of this either, but the health benefits are real. So let's talk about that for a moment. So green tea has a lot of polyphenols, flavonoids, and it has something called epi-3 gallocatechin. This is what our study showed. So epi-3 gallocatechin basically is an anti-angiogenesis factor. And a tumor cell, or cancer, basically feeds itself by making blood vessels to bring blood vessels and supply to the actual tumor. And so epi-3 gallocatechin is a very powerful anti-angiogenesis factor. So it stops it from allowing it to form blood vessels. And so we think that's part of the anti-cancer benefits. So we did an in vitro study, which means it's cells. We looked at a glioblastoma brain cancer cell line, and we basically showed that there was a 300% kill rate of the cancer cells when we had them infused with the green tea and the extracts of green tea. A lot of other positive benefits of it, a reduction in the rate of prostate cancer, some studies that were done out of Asia, reduction in the rate of heart disease, improved cognition. There's a whole host of anti-inflammatory benefits we talked about in some of my other videos. COX-2 and the 5 LOX pathway, which is bioinflammation. This is very powerfully anti-inflammation. Now the problem with this is these powders that I put in that I showed you earlier form a sludge on the bottom like mud, and they do not taste good. But they're very good for you, and I eat them, and then I, of course, quickly brush my teeth. So enjoy your green tea. If you don't like, well, it's not just green tea, it's green tea, black teas, and many other teas. And if you don't like them, have coffee. There's some health benefits to coffee. Again, I'm not old enough to drink coffee, but maybe you are, so knock yourself out. But I do think you should take the benefits of tea as well, to your best health.